What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lockdown Career Mode. It's episode number 84, and today we are returning with Everton away in the Premier League as we aim to pull further away from Liverpool as we continue our pursuit of the Premier League title, and then transfer deadline day as well, where after the big sale of Lewis Travis to Arsenal, there's £70 million in the transfer budget right now. Certainly to splash that cash on deadline day, hopefully bringing a big name or two. Loads to get through today. Let's just get straight to it. And as we're the Sunday afternoon kickoff, yesterday Liverpool beat Brighton by 1-0, so they've once again caught up with us on goal difference with 14 games to go. We have the game in hand, win this one at Goodison, and we'll once again extend the gap to 3 points. 14 games remaining. If we win them all, we'll be Premier League champions, taken one by one. First up, Everton away. Chance falling into Everton in this very cagey opening here. 13 minutes in. Ball to the middle is a very dangerous one. Sam read it well. Steps over his man and dribbles out as well. Still 0-0 as we wait for the first chance here. But Ollie has skipped round one and fed through Leao. And here is that chance. It's got to be 1-0. And Leao misses it. Put your house on Leao to finish that. Somehow drags it wide the post. Bamba to Ageria. And now Leao. Back to Ollie, through to Bamba, nice little build up here. Ollie make the right run, there you go. Declan Rice, Divock Origi 1-0. Wasn't going to shoot with Declan, but a top scorer gets another 26 goals in the Premier League for the big Belgian. Runs the away fans to celebrate. 1-0 Forest, there's the breakthrough. Rice has 1 goal this season. Divock now has 26. I think I made the right choice there to make the extra pass. Divock smacks it in. And yeah, 26 in minute 26 for number 27. And well, there's no doubt about it. He's going to get to 30. And the real question is, I haven't talked about this at all throughout the season. But for those that watched my Sheffield United career mode earlier this year, Ivan Toney, history maker, 40 goals in a Premier League season. Can Divock Origi do the same? It's possible. It's going to be tough, but it's possible. Finishing in this game has been absolutely atrocious. Just missed another golden chance. We still lead by the 1. And at the moment I'm sort of playing for Origi really to get him another goal or two. And as Jay steps in field, golden chance here is Ollie Ageria. And oh, he's just nutmegged Lissel. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Raphael gets our second. Forest go 2-0 up. Oh, I want to see that on the replay, man. That was brilliant from Ollie. Jay into Ollie, and I'll be honest here, I was trying to play it back to Divock, but instead he flicks it through the legs of Jonas Lissel, and Raphael is not going to miss the open goal from 4 yards. And that's goal number 23, I believe, for our Portuguese forward. It is indeed 23 for Leao, 26 for Origi. 1 more goal for either, and they'll have combined for 50 of what would be 73 Premier League goals. Unstoppable duo. That's yours, Mason. That's yours, mate. There we go. Get on the deck. Get on the deck. Lovely stuff. Nice ball out wide to Chilwell too. And a good ball to Bamba. And Chilwell on the overlap. We'll come to Ageria first. Raphael. Oh! Would have been absolutely sensational. That's not messing about though, really. Still the lead is 2. And I've talked about it so many times before. Just like last season, I can see the title being decided on goal difference. So need 1 or 2 more if possible. Go on, Mason. Yes! There it is! Mason Watson. First goal of the season to complete it. Everton 0, Forest 3, and finally the captain is off the mark this year. Go and celebrate with him, lads. Don't send him on those boulder-esque runs as much nowadays, but as Origi outfoxes everyone, Mason makes a lovely run inside, and with a 4-star weaker left foot, eyes on the prize, drills it past Jonas Lissel. First this season, I knew it was coming at some point. I knew he wouldn't go the whole season without scoring. 3-0 Forest, points in the bag. Gap back up to 3 points, goal difference extended by +2 as well. 13 games to go, win them all, win the title. Far easier said than done though, especially with so many big games to come, particularly in the month of April. The man of the match to Mason the Rock Watson. Origi was great, Leao was great, Ollie was great, but this dude, this season, getting his first goal of the campaign. I've said it, man, and I'll say it again. This is his best season in a Nottingham Forest shirt. He's unbeatable at times. So moving on, it's transfer deadline day. You can already see a massive deal there in the bottom right. Paulo Dybala going from Juve to Real for £100 million. And again, with 70 million in the budget after the sale of Luis Travis, there's lots of names on the shortlist. I've talked about it before. I think a new fourth choice centre back would do us good. No doubt about that. Right now, outside of Tomori, it's only the youngster Cox, who, as we know, is too short to play centre half. Ferguson and Bell can fill in there, but I'd rather a better fourth choice established centre half. Quite a few names on the shortlist, and I wouldn't mind a new inside forward on the left hand side as well. As we know, Jay has sort of become our first choice on the right. Saka had that great game against United very recently too. He's kicking on a little bit, but someone there on the left hand side, possibly for the bench or to replace Bamba. I think that's what we're going to be looking for, a new signing on deadline day. And as I run you through the shortlist here, there are a lot of names that I certainly would like to bring in on transfer deadline day. Certainly Ben White, who we have been considering all through the window, but there is one player here that has a dirt cheap release clause and would be the ideal replacement for the man we lost in this January window, Luis Travis. What's the reason why we love Luis Travis? His energy, his stamina, his high work rates, the box-to-box midfielder that just never stopped running and seemed to have free legs. When we sold him, I was sad. He was a season 1 legend, but if we could replace him with a player that's 2 years younger, 1 rating higher, and would be far cheaper at just 19.9 mil in the release clause, let's just say this would be some shrewd business that even Harry Redknapp could not help but applaud. 19.9 mil for Tyler. We don't need a holding mid, but I'm sorry, that's too good to turn down, baby. Let's bring him in. I've had Tyler Adams before. I love using him because, again, he just never stops running. Never stops running, man. And I love those sort of players that just work so hard. And 38 grand a week, really? Couple of big bonuses there. We'll remove the goal bonus, but that is more than fine with me. I think it'll ask for a little bit more, but that will still give us 50 million remaining in the budget, and we'll still have money to work with before deadline day is over. We've got a better replacement for Luis Travis that's younger as well. Tyler Adams, welcome to the City Ground for 19.9 mil as well. That could be the bargain of the series. What a steal. This guy is all about the physical and the mental. My sort of player. And whilst we love Declan Rice as our holding midfielder this year, he's been absolutely fantastic. I have no problems keeping him as our first choice out there. We do want someone more energetic to sit on the bench when we need that injection of energy in games where the tempo is quite slow. So Adams comes in, it'll go straight onto our bench as well. And for 19.9 mil, I'm sorry man, but that's an absolute bargain. Too good to turn down. So 50 million still remaining. I've talked about the want for a new fourth choice squad centre back here. And obviously Ben White is the guy we have been targeting. I certainly would like to bring him in. But again, I would like someone for the left-hand side as well. You know, someone who can step in and shoot with the right foot too. I'd really like someone who can do that role. And the player I really want is this guy, Alan St-Maximin of Arsenal. He's now actually the top 8th scorer in the Premier League, 8th highest scorer in the Premier League right now for the Gunners. 5-star skills, 4-star week for high-low work rates. Everyone loves St-Maximin this year in career mode due to the pace, the flair, again the skill, the dribbling too. But I've never used him before. I'd love to bring him in, but I think he's going to be a little bit out of our price range here. I can't see the Gunners parting with the 8th highest scorer in the Premier League in the prime of his life right now, 86 rated on the cheap. I'm pretty sure they want around 70 to 80 million, which quite frankly, we just don't have the cash for. And yeah, 67.7 mil. I mean, we could try negotiating a little bit, but yeah, what's the most we could do? About 48.5 mil, perhaps? And quite frankly, that's just not going to get accepted, is it? So 48.5 mil, 5% sell-on clause. Nah, it's over. He's too much money, I'm afraid. I'd love to bring him in for the first time in my channel, but it's not happening. Wouldn't be against giving Adama Traore a go on the left-hand side as an inside forward. As we know, this guy's a physical beast. I read one of his teammates was saying that he doesn't do any strength training in the gym. That is just absolute rubbish. Come on, man. Don't lie to us here. Henry Onyekuru would be a great option as well. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, very, very quick as well, as we know, and can play up top too. He's probably in our price range, but I want to bring in 2 more players, not just the one before deadline day is over. But I think we should get our fourth choice centre back now. You know, we've been wanting him for so long. We finally got the cash. I think we should bring him in now. Instead of just messing about, this is the one I wanted. Now I've got the money. Let's go buy him. Come on. Gonna pay the release clause, which is £30 million, I think, but we can get him cheaper than that, no doubt about it. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they accept a close to valuation offer for him as well. 26 years old, in his prime right now, but probably not going to get much better than 81 rated. 23.1 mil, okay, let's do a bit of bartering here with the Spaniards, see if we can get him for around 20 to 21 mil, I'd certainly take that, and yeah, 20 mil for Ben White, absolute bargain, man, as he's in the prime of his career right now. 4th choice centre-back, good to have a squad player here. I think it would take a big bid in order for Brighton to let him go on a permanent deal to Ellen Road, but I know for a fact the Leeds United faithful would do anything to have him back there as a permanent Leeds United player after his great season in the Championship this year under Bielsa. I think we will give him a wage increase. I'm not sure exactly how much he's going to want here. 45 grand a week, 100 grand almost. That to me seems like a pretty fair contract for the guy. And again, it'll be a 4th choice centre-back, won't play much, but as a squad player, you can't ask for much better than Ben White. Great centre-half, massive fan of the guy in real life, and White is in. He was the one we wanted. We finally got him. Welcome to City Ground, Ben White. So that now gives us a little bit more depth, which is always nice as we finally get the 4th choice centre-back we were craving more than any other position in this January window. And after that signing, there's around £29 million in the budget. I would say possibly 29.5 to 30 if we're lucky with wage budget alteration. But about 29.5 mil. That's still enough for one more squad player, I would say. And, you know, I've been thinking about this for a couple of years now. And I really wasn't sure about it. But whilst I would like someone nice as an inside forward on the left-hand side, I don't think we can get any of these options now. I have been thinking, because we've been missing him so much, I would love to bring back to the City Ground Season 1 legend, Championship Golden Boot winner, Player of the Season back in our first year of the series, Ollie Watkins. And with his range of stats, his listed positions as well, I believe he could actually play as an inside forward on the left. His dream move to his boyhood club didn't work out exactly how he wanted it to. He got a massive pay packet, but is normally on the bench at Arsenal. I'd love to bring him back to the City Ground. Do we have the money and enough to offer him a contract as well? I'm not too sure, but let's go for it, man. Ollie Watkins, let's bring him back home. They just signed Travis from us. They signed Joe Worrell last season as well, but we love Ollie Watkins to pieces, man. He was amazing back in Season 1. Championship Golden Boot winner, and he was just incredible in the vast majority of our games and won us some games single-handedly as well. The chief exec suggests we could get him for under the valuation, but I'm a little bit nervous to do this because sometimes the clubs will take it as an insult and just walk out. If that happens, we won't get the chance to bring him in. But they accept it. We put a 5% sell-on clause in it, but he'll be here to stay till he retires. Ollie Watkins, come back home, my son. Ollie Watkins as the backup for Divock Origi and Rafael Leao. That's the stuff the Nottingham Forest fans just dream about, man. Come back home, Ollie. We love you, man. We love you. And that pay decrease as well. The wage cut. The boy just wants to come back home. We'll remove that big goal bonus there. I think you want a little bit more, but I'm fine with a 700 grand sign-on bonus. I want him back in my team. We love you so much, Ollie. It's time to come back home. Ollie Watkins, haven't seen him since Season 2, but now he's back where he's loved the most. Welcome back to the City Ground. Ollie Watkins, buzzing! Back in Season 1, this guy was the main man. Championship Golden Boot winner, probably the player of the season in the Championship. But he didn't really adjust to life in the Premier League exactly how we wanted him to. We cashed in, sold him to his boyhood club, and of course everything worked out in the end with Divock Origi being a monster. But we always missed him. We always had a soft spot for him. I always believed one day he'd come back, and now he is back in a Nottingham Forest shirt. He'll wear the number 9 jersey, but the question is, are we going to play him as a first choice inside forward? I think I'm going to take Grady D and Garner off the bench as he's never really worked out for us. But I don't know whether to have him as our backup striker for Rafael and Divock. Of course he's not going to replace either of them as these two are just incredible. But does he replace Jonathan Bamba? You know, playing a new position. We've never really tried him as an inside forward on the left. Or do we have him coming off the bench for Rafael and Divock and playing him in cup and midweek games? I'm not entirely sure. I think for now it'll be harsh to take Bamba out, but it's certainly worth considering. Regardless, Watkins is back and I'm buzzing, man. Watkins and Watson back united once again. Oh, for the first time ever in FIFA career mode, this has happened for me. I've never had this happen to me before. We've just got a sell-on fee payment received because we included a sell-on clause in the deal we negotiated with Arsenal when we sold Watkins to the Emirates Stadium back in Season 2. So I'm out here playing 4D chess, man. I've bought back a player and received a little bit of cash back for it as well due to the initial sell-on clause. You gotta love that. But yeah, our budget now around, what, £4 million at best. Lord knows we are done with transfers on deadline day, and we did it all in the very first hour. I'm just going to advance through the rest of the 10 hours, man. I'm fine with this squad as it is. We sold Travis this window, but Watkins coming back, Tyler Adams coming in as a steal, and the one I wanted, Ben White, as a squad centre-half as well. 10 out of 10 January window this, man. Absolutely buzzing with the business we did. There are a couple of bids here for our fullbacks, Nathan Ferguson and Ben Chilwell. My goodness, Barcelona want to take him for 76.7 mil. He's probably the best left back in the world at this point in the game right now, but he's going nowhere. I am keeping him with me, and Ferguson can stay as well as a squad defender. I like his versatility. So yeah, no need to do anything now. The squad is fine. I like the chemistry, I like the unity, no need to make changes, and we've got the signings we wanted as well. Let's just get straight through to the end of it. So there it is then, transfer deadline day is over. And I could not be happier with the business we did. Of course, I would have loved to have had St. Maximin. Never used him before in FIFA career mode. We've been fun to have tried him out for the first time, but I can't say no to Ollie Watkins returning. Bringing in Ben White, the one we wanted, and Tyler Adams for a steal as well. We do see that Mauro Icardi has joined Liverpool, as they've also sold Grabara and Mohamed Salah as well. So the Argentine coming in to help them in their title challenge. Man City haven't done any business in the window. Those two sales will be pre-contracts leaving in the summer. So our two main title threats, not looking to strengthen that much ahead of apart from Icardi signing for Liverpool. And again, for us, I'm very happy with the depth we just brought in. Adams and Watkins for the bench, and Ben White as our fourth choice centre-half as well. So yep, deadline day over. Could not be happier with the business we've done. And I must say, I think we've got the squad now that's capable of not just winning the title, but possibly winning the treble. Bold claim, long way to go, but certainly doable. We've just seen a training injury there. And oh no! Oh, it was all positive today. But now some bad news. Ben Chilwell's broken his collarbone in training and he's going to be out for 2 months, which means he'll miss the EFL Cup final and the Champions League round of 16 against Valencia as well. Man, it was all positive today, but a massive, massive blow as we end the episode off. Morgan Bell, it's time to step up, son. You're getting thrown straight in at left back. And that will end today's episode of the Lockdown Career Mode as well, guys. So a massive thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's dramatic episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. And I'll see you for the next episode featuring our rivals, Leicester City, Bournemouth away, and the first leg of our Champions League last 16 tie against Valencia at the City Ground very soon.